Hey guys, X back with more Stormblood. When we last left off, we just met with a guy who's looking to be pretty reluctant in helping us. So we're gonna try and convince him. Say again. You would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars. Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel. All that you can carry. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it was so simple, Master Asuranuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech. Great cylinders come crashing to earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel and you will have your armor.
Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up.
Oh, that should be fun. So where are we blowing? Where are we blowing stuff up? Oh, I see. Ow. An abandoned Magitech. Before that Banara gets any ideas, I'm gonna kill it. Magitech go boom. Let's mount up. No water serpent for me, thanks. I just ate. There we go. Eh? Eh? You have the many plates of steel I demanded? Show me. 15. And you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Hien, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. 'Twas Lord Hien who saved us. He spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside, without a second thought. All to win their trust. All to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt. But no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed. But not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Hien. Monzen, the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Hien too lives on, in our hearts, and in his son. For Lord Hien has returned. Lord Hien? Alive? It cannot be. You lie. You lie!
It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom.
Could it be? My Lord Hien lives. Oh.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes. Yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Well, it's about time he got to work. Alright.
Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Issei and I will stay to help Suranuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find.
Jeez, I'm crow, all this work. Yeah, well, I guess it's for a good cause.
Move this way. Move forward.
What?
Move forward.
Uh-huh.
Pedro.
Alright, let's see what we got. Everything is in order, sir. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Help? Oh, no. I will not impose on you with a cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place, and everything is fine.
I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only to recite them for the benefit of our Zalai allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out. Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside.
I was seeing if I could adjust your head.
What?
No, you're fine.
Alright, let's find Lord Hien. There he is.
Jotty. Ruby.
Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. To hear the mutter, one would think I intend to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You would be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Let us depart for Monzen at once. Oh yeah, that's right. Not bad. In terms of blood weapon, the only problem is blood weapon can't be used with grit, so it's kind of a double-edged sword on that one. Monzen was home to many great and powerful families. Men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed, and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think this was once a bustling street, so full of life. A river of people, with a current all its own. But even then the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly. But we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe. But at what cost? Forgive me. It is neither the time nor the place for dark musings. Though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street, past those makeshift barricades, you'll come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Oops. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's head back to Hien. Alas, I found not a value. Did you? Still sheathed in its scabbard. Though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. There she is. Doma Castle. My home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across from Fluminense. Now her very core and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzen at least. Doma is so much more than that. There beyond the moon gates, unto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, and day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Hien, son of Hien, another caretaker in the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. But in the end, in the end, Kami struck me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I've had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how.
Hi, furry Ruby.
Alright, let's see what he's got in mind. On second thought, Chris, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me and tell Alfino to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Alright, where's Alfino? There he is. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well. If he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Soroban! How am I not surprised?
The elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Sir. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
What?
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. A people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle. A victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Korjin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
Alright, well, let's see what everyone else thinks about it.
No plan is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to the Mai. Suranuki's working hard, and Issei's doing what he can to help, but maybe there's more that I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope.
The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Dang fireworks. Sorben informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you'll play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it from me to refuse. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust is settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Alpha and Alize. Quietly.
Why? Oh god, it's just like on the wagon.
Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be their first fireworks season. It's okay, Ruby. It's okay.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know his thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, our defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Hien allowed at last to receive visitors, called for me, of all people, for my unborn child. He said, "For my dearest Shun, live." My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Hien, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
He's still gonna cry.
Ah, even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much of our destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms.
Thank you for that compliment. Yes, baby. Lay down. You
He's
can
right
lay.
about
Oh,
one
I
thing.
know. Your sheet
We
is
have you
now.
and yours to thank
I'm
for
sorry.
this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past
Christian,
tomorrow.
won't let the boys attack you. No, don't worry.
If you've no intention of sleeping, you giddy, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
And how to follow that, and how to open up a war with a massive hangover. Alright, I'll be back in a bit.